Hi, this is Lainey from the future,
Good morning,
realizing
good
how
afternoon,
bad my
and good evening,
explanation of
anyone. It's
Disneybounding is, so
whenever
here I am,
I don't know what that
trying
was, but
to make it
hello!
better.
It's me,
So
and I'm
basically,
here, and I'm
Disneybounding
fabulous, and
is
I have
because you
something very
can't go
special
to
for
Disney
everyone today.
parks
I'm
dressed
not sure if you
up
can tell by the
exactly as a
presence on my
character. You
glorious face,
can't
and
wear
this really
a
awkward shadow
character's
of my
actual
phone
outfit
that's
that they wear
right
in the
here that's
movie, so
creeping
people
me.
like to go to Disney parks
But
dressed inspired by
we're doing something
Disney
special
or a specific character
because
or a movie or the vibe, the feels.
we are going to be exploring the magical world of Disney bounding. Now, I like to live my life color coordinated. What? Don't judge me. I'm inside. I'm wearing sunglasses. Don't just. If you didn't know, Disney bounding is an expression of just pure magic and gloriousness and just massive Disney vibes. Sorry, the bird freaked me out. They do it for like safety reasons, for like younger kids and all that stuff, which makes a lot of sense, but at the same time it's shattering. I just want to be a Disney princess. Also, they offer services themselves there where you can pay to get dressed up as Disney princesses, but that sounds really expensive. Also, there's no Disney theme park here in Australia, unfortunately. There's nothing. I think the closest one near me is Japan, but like I can't afford to go to Tokyo, Japan. Tokyo Disney, but I can't afford to go to Tokyo Disney, and I can't afford to Disneybound because I don't have time to go out and look for things and shop for things in my plus sizeness, okay? Like, that sounds like way too much effort. I don't have any time, I don't have any money, but I have the magical power of art. Now, with the magical power of art, I'm going to use this magical hat. It's not a magical hat, it's just a normal hat, but it looks pretty sick with these lights, and you can see the battery box. I'll just turn, yeah, like that. You can still see it. It's fine, but we've got this box? Hat. It's a hat. I've got this hat, and with this hat I have paper. A lot of paper. All this wasted paper. It fell off. But with this hat, I've got a lot of names of animated Disney characters. I wanted to stick with animated because I know them better and all that stuff. So I've got a whole bunch of them. There's some really random characters in here, but I'm going to pick 3 characters. Some of the pieces of paper are like the 7 dwarves, and if I get something like the 7 dwarves, then I'm not going to pick another piece of paper because 7 dwarves is already so many. But I'm going to do at least 3 characters each time, and this is not going to be the only time I do this because look how many pieces of paper I have. But when I pick a paper, I'm going to choose an original character of mine to dress up as that Disney bounding character, if that makes sense. I'm sure I'll be flashing some images of like Disney boundeds here in the background, like some Ariel, some Tiana. I love Tiana so much. Cinderella, she's great. And there's also like not just princesses, obviously, but I'm going to dive in. So let me just. Alright. First up, we've got Silver Mist. Silver Mist is one of Tinkerbell's friends from the fairy movies, that I'm totally not a huge fan of. I'm an adult. I'm kidding, I'm obsessed. Esmeralda and Hercules. What a truly strange collection I have here. Silver Mist, Hercules, and Esmeralda. I don't know, but I'm gonna get into drawing, and so I will see you all very soon.
Wow, look at that, we're back. This isn't the intended footage that you're supposed to be seeing right now, but hey, things happen. So, Basically, I had a style in mind for how I wanted to do this, but I just couldn't get this character, Ember's face, right in the style I wanted, so I did this, and if I wasn't able to, like, actually do it by the time, then I wasn't gonna add this at all, but the footage that was supposed to go here took so long and would have taken so long to edit and so long to just be part of the video that I just didn't include it. Basically, it was all my concept sketches that I did. Basically, the whole process was I drew the character and then I went through traits of the character, decided what one of my original characters would suit that other character best, and then I would draw that character just how I would normally. Then I drew the character dressed up as the Disneybound, and then, well, not Disneybound, dressed up as the character, and then I did some researching online of how other people Disneybounded, and then I did a drawing of how the first draft of the design. You know, this one changed the most out of all of them, I think, but I'll just leave you to it then. Okay, so we are at our first Disneybounding experience, and as you can probably see from the sketch, or maybe not, I don't know, but I am drawing two characters. I am drawing my character Bisma and my character Anne as Hercules and Esmeralda, respectively. Basically, those two characters are sisters, so I wanted to draw them together, because I thought that would just be cute, and I just felt like the personalities just sort of matched in a really strange and bizarre way. I really wanted to try and draw a guy for this, and I wanted to maybe make Esmeralda a guy, or maybe make the Hercules a guy, but you know, it just didn't feel right. So here we are, we've got these two sisters out on a lunch break, and I don't know why they're drinking some sort of drink, but I did the same thing with Ember Silver Mist later, so I think that's just the theme now, and all my Disney bounds are just gonna be like walking and drinking some sort of drink, but you know, it's fine. As I said, probably in that little, well, not probably, I definitely said it because I was just saying it, but I was explaining my whole process, so it took me quite a while to decide who I wanted to draw for Esmeralda. There were a lot of good options. One of them was a character I have named Ursula. I know. She's a gypsy who's also a fortune teller, and she's kind of spooky, but in the end, it didn't seem like the right fit, so I ended up just really thinking about it, and Anne just seemed like the right choice. She's the youngest of 8 in business, not the 5th youngest. Like, it's a really complicated family tree, and I don't know if I really have time to get into it, but you know, it be like that sometimes. So anyway, that's the characters. I mean, there's not that much to say about them. I've spoken about them both in different videos. They're somewhere. Bisma I spoke about fairly recently, and Anne I did a redesign for a little while ago, so you can find those on my channel. I probably won't remember to link them because I'm really bad at that. Just bad at that. You know how it is. But let's talk a little bit about the outfits. Now, what there is a ton of online is, I think I shared some in the intro, but they're like image boards of just different outfits. So I saw a lot of those, more than actual Disney bounds for some of these characters. It's just a lot easier to do things like this than to actually Disney bound, but there are a lot of people that actually do it. So I looked at a ton of images, and a lot of them were pretty similar. One thing I didn't want for Esmeralda was I didn't want to give her a skirt, because Anne is just not a skirt person. I mean, she is, but she's also like, I don't know, I feel like I never draw her in pants, so I'm just like, I gotta draw her in pants. And they're both wearing open-toed shoes, which I've never drawn open-toed shoes before, because I hate drawing feet so much. As you can probably tell, they don't have toes, and you can definitely tell later they don't have toes. Also, they both have headbands, which I didn't realize until I was like fully drawing them like digitally. So there's all that. Also, I wanted to try to give all the characters a bag and a drink. I don't know why. It was just a thing, because if you go into a park, you know, a Disney theme park, you're gonna need a bag to carry your miscellaneous items, and then you're gonna want a drink because it might be hot, you know, and you might get tired. You're gonna need a drink. So that's mostly the thought process. And that skip you just saw was because I was having trouble with things, but all the colors are done. And I feel like once you add the colors, it really starts to look right. Like it's supposed to look like this. Like this is what the Disneybound is supposed to look like with colors. Because without colors, it's just, you know, people just wearing clothes, and unless you're wearing some sort of memorabilia or some sort of trinket that is the character, all you really have to go on is the shapes and the colors. And since I want these to be fairly modern, and I want them to be more loosely inspired or just kind of inspired than just, you know, I don't know. It's difficult. I think I did a good job with these two, but maybe if you didn't know who they were supposed to be, you wouldn't be able to guess. So tell me in the comments down below how you think I did with these two lovely ladies and this adventure that I did. Also, took me way too long to realize that I messed up on the pants. That middle section was a part of the top for ages, and I just turned it into part of the pants. So the shading is really simple, the lighting is really simple, everything's fairly simple. I just wanted to focus more on the design, so I don't really have too much to say about all of this, and I also didn't really talk too much about why I think these two characters would be a good fit. So I guess I could briefly explain that now. Anne is super chill, she's kind of rebellious, she's all about freedom of expression and being able to be who you want to be, and I felt like that was sort of the Esmeralda vibe. I mean, Anne is my trans baby, and I love her to death, and she's the bestest of the best. So I just felt like she just sort of suited her in a weird way. And then Bisma is Hercules because Bisma is a warrior through and through. She went through a lot of problems of trying to become the kind of person that she is now. All she really wanted was to be a warrior, and she wants to just be amazing, and she fought really hard, and she tried really hard, and she did all these amazing things, and now she's one of the best of the best. But you know, she's also super chill at the same time, and she would do anything for the people she cares about. And you know, just like with Anne, it just for some reason just sort of fit. But I'm really glad that I got to draw two characters from the same family in the same episode, so I'm just generally excited because I hope I get to do stuff like this more often, because I don't draw lots of these characters together. Like, I don't think I've ever drawn a picture with just these two together, which makes me kind of sad because, you know, they're super cute. Bisma is a great older sister, and Anne is really tall. So we love that. We love that about these two, and they're just so great. And I hope you can understand a little bit. Also, I don't know what flavored drink that is. It looks like some sort of strawberry with boba, and then Bisma's just got like like plain like black coffee, but they're like just really clear plastic cups, which is not. Maybe it's like iced coffee. I don't know. I'm really bad with drinks, but I think I'm gonna keep the theme of that. But oh, we just moved on to our next one. This is me redrawing Ember as Silver Mist. You saw in the beginning that I drew her once, but I wasn't super happy with it. There were a lot of things that I was sort of missing. Now, Silver Mist is a strange character because I don't really feel like she has a super distinct style. She's a water fairy for one, and most fairies, like, they look pretty similar if they're in, like, the same sort of type family. So, like, all the flower fairies all wear, like, red colors, all the light fairies wear, like, yellow. All of the wind fairies are all super fast and they wear purple. So I didn't feel like there was that much I could do with those sort of aspects and elements, but I really wanted to try and get a lot of the shapes. As you saw originally, I drew her with a ponytail, but I thought it would look better with her hair down because Silver Mist wears her hair down. And like I said, Silver Mist is a water fairy. And Ember here is actually a princess of a fire kingdom, which I thought, one, was really funny, and two, Ember's girlfriend is a princess of the water kingdom, and so I thought that was super cute, and I don't know why, just was. But I wanted to make it look more open and more flowy, more like the dress is like a flower, because that's kind of what the vibe is in the movies. Like, it's sort of almost flower-ish. So I gave her a giant slit up the side that like fluffles out, but it gives more of the original silhouette, but it's also a bit more modern, and she's got a green shirt, like over the shoulder shirt with like it's just green and then it just folds over to white, but then her skirt is a gradient, so there's that. Also, I gave her a leaf handbag instead of the plain circle one because there's a scene in the movie, I don't remember which one it is, I think it's the first one, but Tinkerbell is trying to like find out who she is, and because she doesn't want to be a tinker because she doesn't think it's like a cool enough fairy type. So Silver Mist is trying to teach her how to do some like water fairy things, and she has a leaf and it's taking the like dew from the leaf and like stringing them across spider webs. And I just randomly thought of that, so I made it into a leaf. It also makes it look more fairy-like, and you could probably see in her hair she is wearing a like, I don't know, like a pin or a hair tie or just a hair accessory, let's just call it that, that is shaped like fairy wings, because I just thought that was super cute. I didn't like copy the design, I just did some swirly lines, and you know, it's all fine. Most things stayed pretty similar to how they were originally, but just with some minor tweaks and changes here and there, and I'm much happy with this, and I'm really glad that I took the time to redraw it. And yeah, honestly, Ember is such an amazing character. All my characters, I love them all so dearly. And she was probably the easiest one to choose, but the hardest one to actually draw. Because I just couldn't think of anyone better, honestly. Because, I mean, her personality definitely doesn't fit Silver Mist. Silver Mist is a bit more, I don't want to say ditzy, maybe like, I don't know, she's a bit airy-fairy, you know, if you understand what I mean. But, I don't know. When it comes to maybe drawing a different fairy, maybe I can draw her girlfriend, and I can put them in a drawing together, and that'd be super cute. I want to draw them all in this sort of style because I want to get a giant picture in the end where I just have a whole bunch of characters all lined up together, all dressed up as different Disney characters, because I think that would be super cute, you know? But let me know what you think, let me know, just let me know. Just let me know, my guy. I don't really have anything else to say about it, so I'm going to not talk because sometimes not talking is better. So I'll see you all in the outro, which I filmed when I filmed the intro, so yikes.
thank you all so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to do the YouTube things, like, comment, subscribe. You know what they are. Links will be in the description down below for any of that things you might want to use to find me, like Instagram. I post a lot of things on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. Press the notification bell if you want to be notified when I post videos. I don't know, maybe you enjoy me, maybe you don't, I don't know, just blah. But I will see you all next time for another video of whatever I do. But I hope you enjoyed what I did, and I'll see you then.